Hello, movie enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the latest and greatest in the world of cinema. Today, we've curated an exciting list for you, the top 10 new Hollywood movies available on streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Apple TV+. Number 10, The Holdovers. The plot revolves around a grumpy history teacher named Paul Hunham at a remote New England boarding school in 1970. As Christmas break approaches, most students head home, leaving Paul with the unenviable task of supervising the holdovers, those with nowhere else to go. Initially, Paul finds himself stuck with a handful of holdovers, but soon only two remain: Angus Tully, a rebellious teenager abandoned by his mother, and Mary Lamb, the stoic head cook burdened by the recent loss of her son in Vietnam. Through these unexpected circumstances, an unlikely bond forms between the three. Paul, known for his strict demeanor, softens up as he tries to guide Angus, while Mary shares her grief and wisdom with both men. Together, they navigate the 2 snowy weeks of Christmas break, facing comic misadventures and emotional revelations. Number 9, Reptile. The story centers around Detective Nicholas Benicio del Toro, a hardened and cynical investigator in rural Maine. He's assigned to the brutal murder of Summer Elswick, a young real estate agent found dead in a secluded mansion. As Nichols delves deeper into the case, he uncovers a web of deceit and corruption that extends far beyond the initial suspects. The investigation leads him to O'Grady Justin Timberlake, Summer's wealthy boyfriend, whose polished exterior hides a darkness beneath. There's also Sam Gifford Shee Wyam, Summer's estranged husband, harboring a deep resentment towards both her and Will. Further complicating things are L.A. Phillips' Eric Roberts, a local with a mysterious past, and Camille Grady Francis Fisher, Will's controlling and manipulative mother. Director Baltasar Kormaker, known for his action thrillers like Everest and Two Guns. Critical reception. The film received mostly positive reviews, with praise for its performances, atmosphere, and neo-noir elements. Some critics found the plot to be convoluted and the pacing slow, but overall, Reptile was recognized as a stylish and suspenseful thriller. Themes. The film explores themes of morality, corruption, guilt, and redemption. It delves into the dark side of human nature and the impact of past choices. Number 8, Maestro. Maestro T23 is a biographical romantic drama film chronicling the passionate and complex relationship between the iconic American composer and conductor Leonard Bernstein and his wife, actress Felicia Montealegre Cohn Bernstein. Directed by and starring Bradley Cooper, who also co-wrote the screenplay with Josh Singer, the film delves into their love story spanning over 3 decades, from their initial meeting in 1946 to their 25-year marriage, and the challenges they faced along the way. Plot summary. The film opens in 1974 with the aging Bernstein reflecting on his life and career. We then rewind to his early days as a rising star in the music world, where he meets the glamorous and independent Felicia at a party. Despite their contrasting personalities, they are drawn to each other's passion and brilliance. Their whirlwind romance leads to 2 engagements, a volatile marriage filled with intense love and artistic collaboration, and the birth of their 3 children. Critical reception. Maestro has received mixed reviews from critics. Some praised Cooper's direction and the passionate performances, while others found the film's pacing and overly melodramatic tone underwhelming. Number 7, The Family Plan. Dan Morgan Wahlberg seems like your average suburban dad, living a quiet life in Buffalo with his wife Jessica Michelle Monaghan and their 3 kids. He's a successful car salesman, devoted husband, and seemingly present father. But underneath the surface lurks a secret. Dan is a former elite government assassin who left his old life behind to build a new one with his family. Everything changes when a photo of Dan surfaces online, catching the attention of his former employers. His past comes back to haunt him, putting his family in danger. Now, Dan is forced to reveal his true identity and take his unsuspecting family on a cross-country road trip, dodging assassins and trying to stay one step ahead of his enemies. Humor. Despite the high stakes, the film is peppered with plenty of humor. Dan's fish out-of-water situations as a former spy trying to blend in with suburban life provide some comic relief. Performances. Wahlberg delivers a charismatic performance as Dan, effortlessly switching between action hero and family man. Monahan is equally strong as Jessica, portraying a woman who must overcome her initial shock and fear to protect her family. Number 6. Leo Bloody Sweet. Parthiban, a seemingly gentle cafe owner and animal rescuer in the picturesque town of Theog, Himachal Pradesh, lives a peaceful life with his wife and children. This normalcy is shattered when he subdues a ferocious hyena terrorizing the town, showcasing hidden combat skills. Soon after, a gang of thugs led by Antony Das recognizes Parthiban as his estranged son Leo, a notorious gangster presumed dead. Antony wants to reclaim Leo for a major heist, while Parthiban desperately strives to maintain his new identity and protect his family. His past resurfaces with brutal force when a botched robbery at his cafe leads to violence and accusations. Thrust back into the criminal underworld, Parthiban must confront his dark past and reconcile it with his present life as a family man. Details. Genre: action thriller suspense. Runtime: 172 minutes. Cast: Vijay as Parthiban Parthai Leo, Sanjay Dutt as Antony Das, Arjun Sarja as Kalidas, Trisha as Kalpana. Number 5. The Velveteen Rabbit. The Velveteen Rabbit is a timeless tale loved by readers of all ages, and it appears there was a new adaptation in 2023. Unfortunately, without knowing the specific format of this adaptation film, miniseries, stage play, etc., I can't give you a detailed plot summary. However, I can share the general story of the original book and some possibilities for how it might have been adapted in 2023. The original tale. A plush velveteen rabbit is gifted to a young boy for Christmas. Initially neglected in favor of flashier toys, the rabbit longs to be loved and real. The wise and worn-out skin horse explains that a toy becomes real when a child loves it deeply, not just for play, but truly. The boy and the rabbit form a deep bond, sharing adventures and whispers of love. The rabbit's fur gets worn and patched, a testament to their bond. The boy falls ill, and the rabbit sacrifices his own button eyes to a magical fairy in exchange for the boy's recovery. The rabbit, now worn and threadbare, is discarded for a new toy. But the fairy, touched by his love, transforms him into a real rabbit. The real rabbit joins a warren in the forest, forever carrying the boy's love within him. Number 4. Fast Charlie. Charlie Swift, nicknamed Fast Charlie, is a seasoned fixer and hitman in the New Orleans underworld. He's nearing retirement, content with his comfortable routine and loyal crew. However, things take a messy turn when a routine hit goes wrong. The target's body goes missing its head, jeopardizing Charlie's payment from the city's ruthless mob boss, Beggar Mercado. To prove the kill and secure his payment, Charlie seeks help from the victim's ex-wife, Marcy Kramer. A skilled taxidermist and sharp mind herself, Marcy becomes Charlie's unlikely partner in navigating the dangerous web of lies and betrayals surrounding the missing head. Their investigation leads them down a dark path, uncovering a brewing power struggle within the mob and putting them squarely in Beggar Mercado's crosshairs. Meanwhile, Charlie grapples with personal demons, including a strained relationship with his aging mentor Stan, played by the late James Caan in his final film role. Stan's Alzheimer's adds another layer of complexity to Charlie's already volatile situation. As the body count rises and loyalties shift, Charlie and Marcy must use their combined skills and wit to survive a deadly game of cat and mouse. They face off against ruthless mobsters, corrupt cops, and a vengeful rival gang, all while trying to stay one step ahead of Beggar's wrath. Number 3. Flora and Son. With Pleasure. Flora and Son 2023 is a musical dramedy film written and directed by John Carney, known for his feel-good musical movies like Once, Begin Again, and Sing Street. This time, he tells the story of a single mother named Flora Eve Hewson and her rebellious teenage son Max Orain Kinlan navigating their strained relationship through the power of music. Plot. Struggling connection. Flora is a free-spirited bartender juggling work and raising Max, who's constantly getting into trouble with the police. The communication gap between them is wide, leaving both feeling frustrated and misunderstood. Music as a bridge. One day, Flora finds an old guitar discarded in a bin and, on a whim, brings it home. Initially, Max shows no interest, but Flora picks it up herself and starts taking online guitar lessons from a charming Los Angeles-based musician named Jeff Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Rekindling passions. As Flora rediscovers her own passion for music, she also begins to understand Max's musical aspirations. He's a talented rapper and DJ, but struggles to express himself due to his troubled relationship with his absent father and the pressure from the streets. Facing challenges. Both Flora and Max face their own hurdles on their musical journeys. Flora grapples with self-doubt and fear of judgment, while Max battles with gang affiliations and the temptation to fall back into old habits. Finding harmony. Through music, they learn to communicate better, support each other's dreams, and rebuild their connection. The film culminates in a heartwarming performance where they finally find their voices and unite on stage, symbolizing their reconciliation and newfound understanding. Number 2. The Good Nurse. Based on a chilling true story, The Good Nurse is a 2023 thriller that delves into the dark side of the medical profession. Here's a breakdown of the plot and some intriguing details. Plot. Amy Loughran Jessica Chastain, a compassionate IQ nurse struggling with a heart condition, finds solace in her friendship with fellow nurse Charlie Cullen Eddie Redmayne. As they navigate the demanding night shifts, a series of mysterious patient deaths casts a shadow over the hospital. Amy, suspicious of Charlie's behavior and coinciding patient deaths, starts digging deeper, collaborating with detectives investigating the case. Facing immense pressure and risking her own safety, Amy embarks on a mission to expose the truth, ultimately leading to Charlie's arrest. Additional notes. The film is directed by Tobias Lindholm and based on the book The Good Nurse, a true story of medicine, madness, and murder by Charles Grieber. It premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival in September 2022 and was released on Netflix in October 2023. The Good Nurse received critical acclaim for its suspenseful storytelling, gripping performances, and insightful commentary on the healthcare system. Number 1. Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom is a 2023 American crime thriller film directed and co-written by Alejandro Monteverde and starring Jim Caviezel, Mira Sorvino, and Bill Camp. Based on the true story of Tim Ballard and his organization Operation Underground Railroad, the film delves into the dark world of child sex trafficking and the fight to rescue victims. Plot. Tim Ballard Jim Caviezel, a former U.S. government agent disillusioned with the bureaucracy, leaves his comfortable life to become a vigilante dedicated to rescuing children from sex trafficking. He partners with Jorge Eduardo Verastegui, a Colombian police officer, and Pablo Delgado Christian Tapan, a wealthy businessman, to infiltrate a child sex trafficking ring led by the ruthless El Monstruo Ivan Sanche. Using undercover tactics and daring rescue missions, Tim and his team risk their lives to bring down the organization and liberate hundreds of children. The film not only depicts the harrowing realities of child trafficking, but also highlights the power of hope and the unwavering courage of those who fight to bring justice to the innocent. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on the latest entertainment recommendations, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell. Your support means a lot.